Hello everyone, welcome back to Klinglish. My name is Jessica and today I want to talk about some very hot topics. I think I want to pick one which is really annoying for me for so many years. That is, so many girls want to be independent. They talk about making money, they talk about owning their own house, they talk about not having a husband or children. They want to live solely by themselves, they want to enjoy a life by themselves. But actually, when you actually try to look at what sort of things they want to have a home that is so elegant, that's so decent, that make people feel like you own a life there. And they want something that is so strange that could be owned by themselves, not involved with men. But I just feel like it's just so interesting that people actually want that sort of life, because that sort of life requires you to live alone, live with a dog or with a cat, live in a very interesting, unrealistic bubble. They make people feel like your life is so wonderful, your life is so elegant, you are actually independent, living by yourself, you're actually having this wonderful taste for what life should be for you. And I have to say that seeing all those contents being made by all those independent girls, I was so amazed by their ability to make such beautiful contents. Their shots about different angles of their house, about different aspects of their life was really beautiful. They really make their life beautiful. And I just feel like, well, can I live that sort of life? Can I have that sort of life? Can I actually enjoy that sort of life? If I had a chance to live by myself, would I actually be able to own that sort of life? Can I actually endure that sort of life? Can I actually just wander around in my house, just like having like a pot on the stove, or reading a book all by myself, or put a washing machine on all by myself, not be able to share with an intimate one? That's the question I want to ask myself. Like, nowadays, girls are so independent. They are so financially independent, mentally independent, that they decided to live by themselves. They decided to not bother to get involved with marriage or get involved with men. They view men as this really ultimate rubbish that they don't want. They don't want to share their life with anyone else. But at the same time, to think about it, they don't want to share their life with their intimate ones. They don't want to share their life with their friends or with their relatives or with their family members. They want to share their life online. They want to make their life as arty as it can be, to make you feel like, wow, that's a life worth having. But is it really the case? And that's the question I want to ask myself. So I have searching online for several weeks about what sort of contents I really want to watch, what sort of people I really want to follow, what sort of things I really want to do, what sort of people I really want to become in terms of watching all those contents. Because if you're watching something, you are actually being self-taught. You are actually watching them because you want to get some education from them. You want to get to know what sort of life you can have, what sort of things you can do, what sort of places you can travel, what sort of like gadgets you need to have in order to take care of your house. So I watch all those contents and thinking, well, sometimes girls are just want to have a life that they can actually control. They don't want to being controlled by other people. They want total control of their life. They don't want to, just like do things by negotiating with other people. They just want to do whatever they want. They just want to cook. They just want to maintain their house. They just want to make money by themselves. They just want to spend their money by themselves and buy all those things that can make themselves happy. And I just watch them, and I really enjoy that content. Like someone I've just found out this morning, her name is Hami Mama. I don't know whether it's really Hami because it's a Korean content creator, and her name is so impossible for me to pronounce correctly, so I couldn't be possible to pronouncing her name properly. And I just have to appreciate her content without actually recognize what sort of her name pronunciation really is. And I'm watching her content, and I'm watching her travel to London with her little girl, and she's putting all those subtitles on her videos, talking about how she feel about London, what sort of things she's doing right now, what sort of shopping list that she has right now before she actually get the chance to go out of the Airbnb. And I thought, wow, do I really want that sort of life? What really make me feel towards that sort of life? If I want a life, can it be so independent? I don't want a man in my life. I don't want any children in my life, or I don't want any social activity in my life. I believe if someone actually travel that far, like from Korea to London, they must have some job involved with their trip. They must have, have all those work arrangement along the way during their trip. But for me, I think watching them make me feel like, it's a good life, but I don't really want to have it. I don't want to share my life online without a witness in my life, real life, without a decent person who can share my life with. I want to talk about my life. I want to share my life with somebody. I want to negotiate with all those ideas I have with them. During the process, I actually cropped my life into a very decent mode. I really want to share my life, but not just share online. Share online will make my life feel beautiful, look beautiful. But for me, sharing your life online means you are doing a work which is not really different from any other careers. You are doing your work in the form that you just create your videos every day and try to create a vibe or atmosphere for online people to make decent judgment. You don't want people to judge you because you are not capable of filming the content, you're not capable of talking about whatever you want to talk about in front of camera. You want people to imagine or vision your life in a certain way that make you feel like you will be satisfied with your life. I don't know whether I can actually say this right, I can actually analyze this whole thing right, but for me, having an independent life means, well, you get yourself involved with your own property, your aging problem, and it's totally involved with yourself. You're actually creating a life by yourself. You're living in a castle. You're the princess of this castle. You don't have to go out. You don't have to talk to other people. You don't have to quarrel with other people. You don't have to take responsibility for other people. You don't have to actually involve with this world, this chaotic world at very fast pace, developing itself into a giant monster that nobody can actually have fully control of it. You are creating a castle for yourself, creating a adult ivory tower for yourself. In it, you own everything you want. You already have your life. You already have your thinking about what sort of life you want to have. You already figure out everything. But somehow, our life is not like being still. Our life is not like you choose one and you stay with it and time stop moving at that moment. Our life is like a marathon, not sprint. It's a marathon. You keep moving forward. You keep running forward. You keep meeting new people. You keep having new chances to give up with new people. So whatever you do, whatever you create at that moment for yourself won't stay forever. You forever need to move forward. So what about Sunday? You might wake up and thinking, wow, this life is really lonely. I don't really want to fill my life for other people anymore. I want to fill myself for my husband, for my children, for my partner, for my lover. I want to have someone to be involved with me. I want to have someone to be able to watch what I'm doing. I want to have someone to be able to talk about how I feel, what I'm thinking, what sort of life stage am in. I want to have someone to be here with me, holding my hand, talk to me, solve problems with me, and really build a life with me. So why is this sort of thinking is so uninteresting right now? Why a lot of women want to pursue this independent life? Why a lot of women want to have a total financial independence from husband, from their family even? Why we want to pursue this ultimate intimacy within ourselves, that we can actually talk to ourselves, talk to anyone. Because if you already have your life, you already built your life, how can you actually involve people in? How can you actually invite people in? How can you actually talk to people by saying that I already have my life, I have everything figured out, I don't want to get married, I don't want to have kids, I want to just maintain whatever I have right now. So when you come in, you just have to be there. Don't touch anything, don't say anything, don't judge me, just do what I want you to do. Just follow the rules that I already set up for myself. You have to become another me in order to get involved with my life. It's scary, right? When you already have a life, you don't have a chance, or you don't want to build a life with other people. You don't want to go through that struggle, the obstacle process, the painful process that would make you feel like, well, I'm no longer perfect. I need to build my life with someone else. I have to get through the process with someone else. I have to build my trust. We're still living in a world where loads of people requires confidence, beliefs, and religion beliefs. They need some people to support them. And living independently, live solely, will make you feel fabulous, will make you feel like you're so capable of doing things, so capable of building your life. But actually, you distance yourself from the world so well that one day when you open a window of your glass window and you look outside and you feel like, I don't want to go out anymore, I don't want to talk to people anymore, and I terrified to get people in because my life is so perfect. I don't want people to touch any aspect of my life. I don't want people to be the instructor. I want people to just be there like a vase, like a art that I couldn't talk to. I can only talk to myself. So if you really want to have a life, have a vivid, beautiful life, you need to build the life with someone else. Start with scratch to build life, to trusting them, to have this process with them. To build life with somebody else is crucial. Sometimes you might feel it's not worth it. It's not beautiful to actually take this action to get involved with your life or with a man. But sometimes you have to tell yourself, I can be independent, but life is moving. Sometimes maybe I could change my idea. I could change my point of view. I need to live a normal life, not just a life that can make me feel beautiful and wonderful in front of the camera. Because anything can look decent and wonderful in front of the camera, but your life cannot be in front of your eyes. I believe a few months ago when I was watching something online, there was a clip from a woman who was 29 at that time. She was in a car and she was complaining about why she couldn't find a decent man, why she couldn't find a romantic relationship, why can she not be involved with someone else. And I was so stunned because the reason she was giving was completely nonsense, because she was saying that I have this beautiful life, I was wonderful, I was beautiful. She was saying that I am beautiful, I am wonderful, I am someone who single-handedly built my life, I'm proud of myself. And why I cannot find anyone who loves me dearly? Why can I find anyone who truly adores me? And the reason is that, well, you already have your life. So if you already have your life, you have everything figured out. So why you need someone else? Why someone needs to be bothered with you? Because everything is perfect with you. And they cannot even fit in your life. They cannot even figure out how to talk to you. They cannot even figure out a way to infiltrate your life, to make you feel like, well, maybe you need them. So I'm not encouraging young girls to, just give up everything, to be a housewife, to get married, to have children, because all those processes are so difficult. They're not like, well, I go to the vegetable market, I buy a vegetable, I buy a chili or pepper. That's not easy. All those things that really make us transform into a better person, like marriage, like having children, like reconnect with your very toxic family, original family, they are not easy. But my point is, we're independent because the world nowadays allow us to be independent. But maybe one day the world is no longer provide the opportunity. The world is changing and you have to change. And you have to be prepared to make yourself more available to trust other people, to make yourself available to trust other people, to cooperate with other people, to have a more relaxed moment of your life. Just be relaxed. Just be prepared of your life. Just tell yourself that maybe being independent is what I want right now. But as time goes by, I might want other things. Like all those discussion about how introverted people doesn't really want to have a friend. They want to be alone by themselves. They want to be at home doing the things by themselves. They don't really want to talk to other people. But actually, introverted people not really prefer to live alone all the time. They have their friends. They like to talk to other people. They enjoy part time. They are just need more time to recharge alone. And that's the fact about introverted people. That's the fact about introverted. It's not that being introverted requires us to be solely alone, solely independent, live alone by ourselves, not having a life, but just ourselves. But being introverted means you have multiple choice. You just need something that's different from other people. And I think it's time for us to open our mind, to involve with more opportunities, to live outside of a house, outside of a mindset, outside of this independent idea of how people should live. Because we're not independent, we're interdependent. We are kind people to be ready to change our life. We're not living in a stone age. We're living as a vivid human being that we can actually upgrade our life. We can actually be ourselves, no matter what sort of person we want to be at any period of our time, of our life. Thank you for listening. Talk to you next time.